See, here's the thing. This is what makes me sad. Two things. The fact that they can turn a blind eye, or some of them are not even in a position to say anything, but they can see. But what can they say, really? Or you get patients that are still venting like me. They've got points. They're just, you know what I'm saying? But as soon as you notice, they say a lot, some of them, but as soon as they, as soon as they get a little bit of it, they get well. Enough people, as soon as they get better and they get well, then that's it. Outside, out of mind. They don't care about nobody else. They don't care. They're not even thinking that they're probably going to relapse again soon and go back through those doors of St. Mark's. Selfish. Huh? Because we're a damn selfish nation, all right? Who gives a damn about anybody? Who cares? What's going on? Jesus. Do you know, a few months ago about 8 months ago, I wasn't very well. I started to lose a lot of weight. I was on the TPN, a bit of lipids and a lot of calorie bags. I was doing well before that. And then I started to lose weight. And quite quickly, I was scared. I was really concerned. I wasn't afraid, but I was really concerned. So naturally I went to my GP, first of all. And we done several tests from, like gynae tests. We screened for everything. And the last screening was for the cervical cancer. We done everything. So we knew that bit was okay. And then I had an incident with my stomach, and I was really blown out, it was just blown out. And then I had an incident where, and then I was rushed to the, I think it's not Central, what's that number? What's it called? City. It could be Royal London Hospital. I went there anyway, and I think they thought that I might have had gallstones or something like that. I knew something was wrong. Something wasn't right. I felt like my bladder, my kidneys, something was pulling. Something was off. And in the meantime of all this, I'm frantically calling St. Mark's, because what I'm noticing is that I'm getting more dehydrated. Something is not right. I'm trying to talk to them, but especially with this new system, you ain't talking to nobody. Yeah, if you're lucky, if they can get back to you at all. If they get back to you at all. They're very dismissive when I spoke to them with my concerns, with my personal concerns. They felt that instead of like trying to say, okay, maybe this is what we can do, or have you tried this or whatever? No, you're telling me it's normal. It's okay. You've done so well. You've come from so far. Don't be so hard on yourself. It's okay. But I'm telling you that I've dropped from a size 10 to maybe a size 8. Or even a bit lower. I'm telling you that the PN and the things haven't really been making, all right, they're giving me that energy, but I'm still losing. Anyway, back to the fact that I went to that local hospital. They did see some lesions, and I had some lesions before on my lungs, and there were pockets of infection. I'll talk about that story another day, right? So I had pockets of infections, and they weren't immediately concerned, but they did say they'll keep an eye on it, whenever, sort of thing, after a couple of months, just to see that they're not, Do you know how hard it was for me to try to get a scan? To try to get anyone's attention? To try to talk to St. Mark's about the feeds, or maybe trying something different, or I don't know, let's look at me. Trying to get an appointment. I think at the time, my appointment was something like, he might say, I think it would have been next year, 2023. Well, I knew that wasn't going to happen. Oh, I knew that wasn't going to happen. I knew you were going to see me before then. You know why I want to talk about this? Because I really hope no one don't have to go through this crap. So I went to see my doctor. I was seen in a rapid clinic, first of all. And the doctor I saw, he's just amazing. And he's quite the lifesaver. And even without me mentioning names, I'm sure people, they already know who I'm talking about. He's been a godsend. He's just been a lifesaver. He's just quite extraordinary. An extraordinary doctor. And I saw him by just chance in clinic with the dietitian. And he was fair, as I know he would be. He listens. He heard what I thought. The dietitian done her part. You know, they do the measurements and, you know, check what you're eating, check what your bags are. She done her part, did the measurements. I mean, it was all calculated, isn't it? So it's all documented. So we can keep an eye on things, right? He equally felt, he agreed that it sounded like maybe some kind of, maybe a bug or something was going on. Some kind of infection. So before I left, he did put me on, I did go and pick up a prescription. But he did say to me that also that he'll, you know, we'll talk to the team and then we'll take it from there. We'll be back to you with a forward plan. Do you know what I mean? And also, you know, and also he was going to chase the scans from the other hospital and then have a look at it, you know, maybe get their radiologist team to have a look. And if need be, we need to repeat some things, we would. So I can't, even though I was already distressed and quite depressed with how my health was, he put me at ease. I felt some comfort in that. I felt like, okay, it's a plan. It's movement. Let me tell you, I took the medication for the 2 weeks. For the 2 weeks. So I waited for day 15 to contact them. To let them know I've completed it and nothing's changed. My output, my stoma's still browny, kind of greeny. What the hell's going on here? Something ain't right. I said, something ain't right. We're still the same. What do we do? So I'm thinking, okay, what next? Next, we tried that, doctor. So nobody was about. I think he may have gone on holiday, which is what it is. If he has to be somewhere else, then that's what it is. But you know, I finally got to speak to the dietitian, I think, and expressed obviously my distress. But like, this time it's weeks later. You know, you're thinking, oh, what's up? Why no one called me? You're emailing, you're calling, it doesn't, what the hell? I'm feeling very desperate. Listen, let me tell you how June the 13th then became July. It could have been mid-July. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Listen, in that time, I was still in and out of A&E, Northwick Park. I was still in and out of A&E. Telling them about the situation, asking them, requesting if they do a scan, something's not quite right. Can we get someone to have a look at my stoma? You didn't want to do that? I heard nothing. So I had to send, you know, my consultant an email, and a serious email. Nothing threatening about it, but you could tell by that email, this patient wasn't playing games, and she was very concerned about this failing system of yours. It's failing your patients, certain patients. I think a few weeks later, it became August, when he decided to see me in clinic. Do you know, I've always had the highest respect for my consultant. I mean, the highest respect for the man. You couldn't speak ill of the man. You couldn't speak ill of him. I would be like, not my Dr. Bleep. Oh, no, not my Dr. Bleep. Defending it, you know. That's how I respected this man's profession. I respect his care, his decisions. I respected that. And let me tell you, when I went to St. Mark's outpatients clinic to see him, naturally, I thought we were going to talk about the email. Why wouldn't you want to discuss that? By the way, there was another dietitian that was present there at the time, not the one that was present before. So I thought we was going to... So don't forget, seeing him, I'm thinking that seeing him is the plan, innit? The plan forward appointment. After nearly 3 months, or coming up to 3 months. Well, I saw him. I saw him. We did the pleasantries. He naturally commented on how well I looked, considering this man hasn't seen me since 2018. And anybody that knows me from IFU ward in 2018, if they was in the hospital at that time, then they would have known how ill I was. They would have known how sick I was, how malnourished I was. I was pretty bad. I was in trouble. I was not good. So he said that. So I explained to him, this is what had been happening. And his response was this. When I explained to him about my output, how it's been for the last 7-8 months, it's just like kind of biley, browny, greeny. I'm struggling to keep on top of it. Sometimes if I eat bread or certain things, but my point is after you eat that bread, it's just going back to that biley green. What's up with that? I'm coming to you. He said, you know, Miss Knight, you have to understand that, you know, you've had a lot of operations in your lifetime, and, you know, you have to understand that, you get a lot of, like, strictures, and, you know, and it causes, and it... Excuse me? You what? What did you say? He got lost his damn mind. Are you kidding me? Let me say that again. Doctor, my stomach's output has been green biliness and some brown biley sliminess for nearly 8 months. And you're telling me that that's okay? Yeah, I think it's fine. Are you telling me that's okay? Yes, it's fine. At that point, you know, I was just like, I was like, okay, so what about my loss of appetite, my loss of weight? Doctor. So with the appetite, he said that, you have to understand, you feel the need to educate me again. You have to understand that you are on, you know, you're like you're on, you know, this is like, you know, the life support treatment, isn't it? Life supporting, whatever he said, yeah, to that effect. And you have to understand, it's, you know, perhaps, you know, we should even be reducing that, he said. It's normal. What, considering my appetite just was messed up, what, still 8 months ago? This time I'm already emotional, but I'm just like, Kiki, please don't. Because I swear, if I ever had a breaking point, a snapping point, believe me, it was gonna happen that day. I just thought, because can you imagine? This appointment is everything to me. I'm expecting something positive to come out of it, especially out of your mouth. What the hell? Check this out. So I said, okay. What about my ex? You know, like that. Like I didn't know how to describe it, and I said, that's what I said. I said I'm concerned about this wasting. This fat wasting, or whatever it's wasting. What? Well, you look fabulous. You look everything I said. He kept reflecting on 2018, huh? Even the fat thing, you're still reflecting from 2018. I've not seen you since 2018. I was in May State in 2018. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? That's like, what is that how we're treating patients now? He ended it, he wrapped it all up. Basically, he was done. It was a wrap. He even though I was still talking, no, it was a wrap for him. It was a wrap. Even when he had calls coming in, this man had calls coming in Obviously, doctors have their little calls. This man had calls coming in on speaker. So naturally, I'm just like, and he's just like this. Get the fuck. Don't do that. Don't do that. How dare you? How dare you? That appointment was important to me. How dare you? And then the dietitian, senior dietitian, I might add, she was then doing some bits and pieces like, on me and stuff like that. And listen, by that point, I'm just like, even though she's like, oh, relax, squeeze, I'm depleted. This man's just warped me out. I am done. I just stared at him. I also stared at him like this. I was done. I was crying. I didn't really want to cry, but I could feel it. And then when I asked, what the measurements were compared to the 13th of June, she couldn't find anything documented. Oh, fuck it. She couldn't find nothing documented. Are you hearing me? There was nothing documented. So if there was something serious going on and you needed to follow this, what? Then when I asked, and then also when the doctor said about, so I'll have to chase up these scans. So so since the 13th of June until mid-August, excuse me? I'm sorry. Doesn't make sense. And then when I said, you just don't give a damn. No, I never said he didn't give a damn. I said, when I'm going over to the other hospital that you're leaving me into, like I've been in all those times, and they've done nothing to investigate. I said, they just don't give a damn. That's what I said. My eyes were watering by this time. And he's just like adding more salt on it by saying, and what makes you think that? Why don't you go over there and see? Why don't you go over there and listen? Talk to your patients. Huh? But, you talk to some of them, right? Some of them you just don't give a damn about. By the time I left this man's, as soon as I walked through the door. So basically, what was the point of me being there that day? We had to repeat all those tests, all those bloods of everything, What's the point of me being there that day then? For everything, for me to say, you're shutting me down. Though he said you don't looking by the look of your face, you don't look convinced, or, you know what I'm saying? It's not about, I think he might have said convinced, or you're not, you know what I mean, reassured or whatever. Hey, I'm not saying you're not wrong or right. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, oh my God, are you listening to what I'm saying about these symptoms? So when I said to him, are you saying it's okay? Huh? You saying it's okay? We just go with my life like that? Just waste away or whatever's going on. Are you saying it's okay? How dare you talk to me like that? How dare you? And then he just dismissed me. My man just dismissed me. And when he finished, he just casually looked at medication and then whatever. That was it. Nothing. You see, as soon as I walked out that door, oh my God, I swear, I've never felt that emotional since my nan died last year at Christmas. I have never been so broken. Oh my God. I swear something broke. Something broke. I didn't know whether I wanted to stand or sit, and if I sat, I couldn't get up. If I stood up, I couldn't get. I was a mess. I was broken. Even when I went to the desk, I don't even know what I was handing them. Even the nurses, because they saw me before, doing the bloods, they saw me. Do you know what I mean? And some of them know me. So to see me come out like that, they was just like, oh my God. Hey, they was just like, hey. I couldn't, because you're just going to, listen, I was about to have a heart attack. It was, don't know me to be a problematic patient. Even if I'm talking all course up like this, you don't know me to be that kind of patient. You know that. You know better. You know better. If the truth be told, there were a few people in the waiting room that I damn well know he wouldn't have spoke to in that way. Perhaps Louise from Cambridge with her father. Perhaps he wouldn't. I'm just saying Louise. I'm just like a name I'm pulling out my arse, like Miss Smith or whatever. Yeah. Would you have treated her that way? Or perhaps Mr. Da from... I want to know why you felt that you could treat me or handle me in that kind of way. I'm not okay with that. I'm not done. I'm not done. I'm sorry. I didn't even want to make this about me, you know, this particular thing here. But it's not just me. It's us. And this is what I'm saying. It took a year again for me to get another appointment. It took another year for me to get an appointment. This is bullshit. Oh, can I say bullshit? Sorry. It's not okay. I tell you, so many patients are going to be in trouble because not everyone can be sick, and we get it, right? We get it, right? We understand that you can't see us all. We understand that. You know, we get that we can't all be in your, you know what I mean, in your little ward. But don't turn your back on us. You know, don't deny us access to the team that are to our lifeliners. How dare you deny us that? How dare you? It's interesting, right? When you do research about St. Mark's Hospital and all these lovely things about the team and the staff, and you know everybody's awarded and rewarded because it's right at the top of the right. You see all those when you go and look at these events and certain things, and they're awarded all these checks and just good things and their achievements and it's all important, isn't it, up there? And to hell with down here. What? You know, listen, let me tell you something. I understand you can't save us all, St. Mark's. I get that. You can't save us all. You can't see us all. You can't treat us all. You can't save us all. But give us a fighting chance. Half of us don't have no chance whilst we're over at the other hospital. Without our team. And that's the truth. And yeah, you're doing this split business, still spreading germs. So what's the point of moving then? Again, the COVID. What was the point then? What's the reasons for really moving? If you know you're spreading the germs, look at the first video I just done. Just stop your crap. That's enough. Treat us better. And I know you don't treat all your patients like this. But I'm saying, stop. Listen, I'm talking about stop. My backside better stop this video right about now because I'm sure people are sleeping.